Baruch Ata Asherah Anat Melecha Ha'olam Asher Kadishani Mitzvotav V'tzivanu L'hitatif Tzitzit. Hi, Amy. Hi, Seppi. Hi. It's been a long time, I know, and now is a strange time. It just started raining outside, like really raining. Like I had to close my window. I don't know if you can hear it. It just blew up, or like I don't know, started wailing. The universe is wailing. Evening ritual. Yes, this is an evening ritual. Yeah, we'll see. TikTok asked me to do a couple of streams, and this one I'm not so sure about. They said, like, you should stream on Sunday at 5, but it's not on the schedule, so I don't know, maybe it'll just be us, or maybe we'll see a large influx of Pride people. I don't know. There's the event, there's definitely an event scheduled for tomorrow at 6:30 that I will be doing something similar at. I'll do a surgery Q&A. Severe weather coming to us tonight. It is, it's summertime. We get severe weather because it's summertime. So, I would rather see a tree grow. And I do see trees grow. So, what are we going to do today? We're going to say some old words because that's what we do here, is we say old words. And then, depending on how you all are, lovely audience members, maybe we'll chat about some gay things, chat about some trans things, chat about some queer things. We shall see. Tornado warning. Yes, I hope you don't get a tornado. That would be dreadful. So, welcome. Hello, welcome. Please introduce yourself. Let me know how you're doing and how the day is going. And we're gonna go through some liturgy. Unicorn vibes. I try, Cruzita. I really do try. Indoors in the hot of summer. Was it good? What did you do? So, we'll start with a little vocal warm-up and see how we go from there. Wow, there's so many people here. Thanks, TikTok. Thanks, TikTok, for promoting the live. It's nice. I haven't had this many people in my room in 3 years. Good morning. What's brave, Blondie? What's brave? Good morning. I'm on autopilot. It's not the morning. It's the evening. Evening live. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves me. Jesus loves everyone, including Baal. Hello, Pamela. Hi, how are you? Nice to see that my friends want to be here even when it's not the usual time. What are you up to today? Alright, so let's do a warm-up. Okay, now the numbers are dropping. New folks, that's fun. Yeah, TikTok is promoting the live because they asked me to do a special event at a special time. So we'll see how many people actually stabilize in here, right? Like, clearly as I'm talking and people are like, oh wow, look at that boring girl. I don't want to watch that. I'm going to do something else. Already the numbers are dropping. So we'll see how they stabilize. Does it have a different meaning? Yes. So say the tefillin prayer, right? I wear a headscarf whenever I stream. Here I can show you the more traditional one is this is a talis. Right? This was my grandfather's. I have a number of these. They're prayer shawls. So the prayer for the shawl, and I said lighting the candle because I'm a little paradoxical. Baruch Ata Asherah Anat Melecha Ha'olam Asher Kadishani Mitzvotav V'tzivanu L'hitatif L'tzitzit. Good evening, good afternoon, welcome to the live. Let's make a tone. Let's make a tone. Jesus loves you too. But we're not going to pray too much to Jesus today. We'll pray a little bit. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. We know that, and you too. What the hell oven us that? That is the English language. That's what I can tell you. So we're going to say some old words, as we do, from the book of Deuteronomy. 6 words. They go like this. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Vahafta et anat Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha v'chayoch hadvarim ha'ele asher noachim mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'vitecha v'lechtecha chavadech uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, אביחיו לתותבות ביניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. וחיה כי ויחיו אלוהיך, אל הארץ אשר נשבע לאבותיך, לאברהם ליצחק וליעקב, לתת לך ערים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית, ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת, וברות הצווים אשר לא עשת, כערים בזיתים אשר לא נתת, והלכת ושבת, הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תישאך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. So, as you can see, we can expect more trolls than normal today. Welcome all the new friends. The robot has brought you here. TikTok, the Sky Daddy, has decided that my stream is the stream that you are to see because it is Pride Month, and they asked me to do a special Pride stream. Fancy that. What a thing. What a phenomena. What shall we do about that? Why be rude? Because it's amusing to be rude, I think. But so we have some old friends and some new friends. And we're going to present some old content and some new content. I do think you're cute, Bree, because you asked. Oh my god, my teeth. Yes, indeed, my teeth are not completely straight. I'm working on it. Don't you worry. Oh, what a thing. What is this? What is this world that we live in today? Hi, what are we doing in this live? Well, so typically what we do in this live is we say some old words, as we've been doing, right? We've been saying words from the book of Deuteronomy. Of course, you should accept your friend and yourself. So we've been saying old words from the book of Deuteronomy. And we're going to read from Gilgamesh because that's what we do here. Although technically, the subject matter of this particular live stream is queerness, pride in difference, pride in having your gender be not what it was assigned at birth, something. So I guess what that means is that if you want to ask me questions about queerness, I would be very, very happy to answer them. I'm getting surgery in 4 days. I'm terrified. I'm positively terrified. And they're going to peel off my face and grind down my bones. Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate. So just so you know, all of the gifts that you send today are being donated to... Oh, let me look it up. Jared told me. Jared is the man from TikTok who requested that I do this stream. Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline is an NGO. Let's look up Trans Lifeline while we're here. Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline is a trans-led organization that connects trans people to the community, support, and resources they need to thrive. Right, so it's a non-profit. They support trans people. Do I want any mods? Yeah, let me make you a mod, Suppy. That's a great idea. Oh, do I have to follow? Shoot, I can't make you a mod right away. I'm gonna follow you. Oh, we are friends. Okay, I can make you a mod. Settings, more, settings, moderators. Let's add you. S-U-P-P. Frankensuppy. Add. Okay, great. Thanks, Suppy. You're a moderator now. Oh my god, everybody wants to be mod. You see, we have to be friends for you to be a mod. That's the thing. We have to be friends. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, so how about we read from Gilgamesh for a bit? Okay, so here's the thing. Pride themed. Gilgamesh was fucking gay. Gilgamesh is really, really queer. He fell in love with his manly man friend Enkidu, and then when Enkidu died, he went on a quest to achieve eternal life. Because you know, if you're gay, you can't really necessarily have kids as easily, and so eternal life is more appealing. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, how are you? I know this is a strange time for me to be live. I've just been explaining. There's a man named Jared Solar. He asked me, he works for TikTok. He asked me if I wanted to do a special gay stream for Pride Month. And I said, sure, why not? What else am I doing? Just, you know, terrified out of my wits for surgery. Might as well start streaming it. You know, I haven't been streaming in the mornings, and I missed you. I've definitely missed you. I apologize. Like, my mental health is just extremely poor right now. Like, I'm sorry. I wake up in the morning and I just do not have the kind of motivation that I normally have. It's hard. So, I haven't been streaming regularly, but when an employee of TikTok says, hey, Teresa, what if you streamed? God, everybody wants to talk about my teeth today. Listen, I have an appointment with an orthodontist in like 2 months. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Bring the breakfast back in the room. It'll help. But it's the evening, Erica. Imagine having mental illness. You know, it's not very pleasant having mental illness, Jinx. I gotta tell you. Gosh, what a stream. Yes, indeed. Boy or girl. Wow. Okay. Right. So we have a preponderance of people in the room telling me about my bad teeth or my confusing gender or about Jesus Christ and how he's going to save me. And that's not really what we want to be talking about today. Ugh. Not really what we want to talk about today. What happened to my makeup? I put it on. Yeah, a lot of mean people. So there's a lot of trolls because what TikTok has done is they've promoted the stream. You can tell, right? the audience content is a little bit different. The audience is artificially generated by TikTok, but their artificial audience generation is not the strongest, and so we're full of trolls. We're full of trolls. So here's the thing: if you actually want to enjoy the stream, and you're not a troll, you could become more active in the comments. You'd be like, hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Right? Just like say some nice things. Send me a compliment, or you know, send Trans Lifeline a heart or something like that. Right? Change the subject. Change the subject to something besides my teeth, or Jesus. And look at those hearts. See, there we go. Or Agartha. Where did we go wrong? Okay, so we just have trolls. We just have trolls. Okay. All right. It's okay, Uncle Jimmy. This was what I expected. TikTok told me that they were going to be promoting the live stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Eastern Standard Time. And I said, all right, fine, I'll go live and I'll handle a bunch of trolls because that's what they wanted me to do. The reason I'm doing this is so that I hope I can actually like talk to more people on Gilgamesh staff, on the TikTok staff, because like, you know, the numbers, they're very difficult to predict, and like clearly the corporation has a tremendous amount of control over how many people are in the room, right? Like that's obvious. It's really obvious with this. What questions must you answer before crossing the bridge? What is the meaning of life? So TikTok has a tremendous amount of control about who sees my content. That's very clear from the content of this stream here. So I'm doing this featured stream for the Pride Showcase because I gave me hope that it would give me more direct contact with TikTok staff, so that maybe when I run into moderation issues or other sort of issues with the algorithm showing my content to the wrong people, I might have someone to talk to about it. Like, that is my hope. You know, I haven't been dumpster diving in quite a long time, Layla, but this October I'm going to do some dumpstering events. Everybody going out of their way to come. Well, you see, it's quieted down. We've lost like about half the viewers, and we've lost half the trolls, because that's the way it works. So many people here are trolls. Give your life to Jesus. But what if I want my life to be mine? I'm not sure I trust Jesus to use my life responsibly. When he was having his life, he just gave it away. You know, I'm not sure I want to sacrifice myself in the name of Yahweh. All right, so let's read from Gilgamesh. It's been a long time. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, and I missed you. And we should continue on with this story. We can actually just finish. We can finish the Epic of Gilgamesh. We have like 6 more pages. We're gonna do it. So where we are in the Epic of Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh is talking to Upnapishtim. Upnapishtim, who's basically Noah. Noah, who survived the flood. At least I know and understand that he is Yahweh. I do know and understand that Jesus is Yahweh, and Yahweh is Baal, and Baal is El, and El is Marduk, and all the gods are all the same gods, and, you know, here we are in the world today telling stories to each other, because what else can we do but be human together? It has been a long time, Drew's Hoey. I'm sorry. As many people in the feed would like to tell you, I have some mental health issues, so I haven't been making as much content. And I just sort of need to be honest about that, because it's glaringly obvious. What religion is this? So I'm Jewish, Torin, but we're going to read from the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is predates Judaism by about 2,000 years. So Upnapishtim was telling about how the Lord Enki, in preparation for the flood, warned Utnapishtim that there would be a flood, and told him, you should build an ark, build a large boat. So how did he do that? Here, let's read about it. In 5 days I had planked her hull. 1 full acre was her deck space. 10 dozen cubits, the height of each on her sides, 10 dozen cubits square, her outer dimensions. I laid out her structure, I planned her design, I decked her in 6, I divided her in 7. Thank you. Thank you, Kimmy. Clearly this stream needs more active moderation than normal. Obviously. Her interior I divided into 9. I drove the water plugs into her. I saw the spars and laid in what was needful. Thrice 3,600 measures of pitch I poured in the oven. Thrice 3,600 measures of tar I poured out inside her. Hello, Sav. Nice to see you. Here we are here together. I've missed you all too. I have. Like, God, I wish I could just be here with you, right? I wish I could just make things that would connect with you. Instead, I just feel sorry for myself about my whims of the algorithm. Anyway, I shouldn't fixate on it. Let's just keep reading. Thrice 3,600 measures of pitch I poured in the oven. 3,600 measures of tar I poured out inside her. Thrice 3,600 measures of basket bearers brought aboard for oil, not counting the 3,600 measures of oil that the offering consumed, and twice 3,600 measures of oil that the boat builders made off with. For the builders I slaughtered bullocks. I killed sheep upon sheep every day. Beer, ale, oil, and wine I gave out to the workers like river water. They made a feast as on New Year's Day. I dispensed ointment with my hand. By the setting of Shamhash, the ship was complete. By the setting of the sun, the references to Shamhash here suggest that in some version of the story now lost, Shamhash rather than Enki warned Utnapishtim of the flood. You're so confused. What would you like to know, user 514-438-421760? How can I help clarify the situation for you? Thank you, Venti. What is going on? So, multiple things are going on. I am reading the Epic of Gilgamesh. Meanwhile, TikTok Corporation is artificially boosting my live and showing this image to a large number of people who don't like me. And so they're trying to troll me. And so there are multiple conversations happening at once. I'm talking about Gilgamesh. And or Sky Daddy, perhaps, and other people are trying to convert me to Christianity, or tell me that I need orthodontic work. Thank you, Sav. I appreciate that. There are men and women. What about, like, I don't know, yellow jacket wasps, or elephants, or ants, jellyfish? Are those are they? What are they? Fungus, shiitake mushrooms. Wait, what are I? What am I? I'm a Tiresias. I'm a human. Maybe I'm a reincarnation of Gilgamesh. I'm confused. Oh yes, very confused. I am a Jew. All of these things am I. Okay, this is ridiculous. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are just absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I think the live is stabilizing a little bit. How has my day been? My day has been hard. I'm having a hard few weeks. I'm getting surgery in 4 days. I guess I'm supposed to talk to you about surgery, right? As the Pride is live stream, right? And I can tell you, if you have curiosities about, like male or female, I am indeed, male or female. So if you have curiosity about surgery, I can tell you about it. I have a friend who's a surgeon who's going to be operating on me. I feel so lucky. Anyway, maybe I should read this. It's y'all are very distracting. Y'all are very distracting. What's going on? TikTok is showing me lots of people who don't really want to see me, and they have questions to ask and things to say. Yeah, I've never experienced depression like this before, and I hope it gets better after the surgery. We'll see. They talk about post-surgery depression too, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like living life day by day, moment by moment, and right now I'm here, hanging out with you. I'm not sure Christianity is a cancer. I'm not sure what beliefs I have. Thank you, Matt. Okay, so let's continue on with Gilgamesh. So we're reading the Utnapishtim story, which is remarkably similar to the Noah story that you might know from the Old Testament, right? Except instead of Noah, we're talking about Utnapishtim. And Utnapishtim survives the flood and becomes immortal, and then gives advice to Gilgamesh. So that's what's happening here. Beer, oil, ale, and wine I gave out to the workers like the river water. They made a feast on New Year's Day. I dispensed ointment with my own hand. By the setting of Shamhash, the ship was completed. Since boarding was very difficult, they brought up the gangplanks, fore and aft. They came up her sides, 2/3 of her height, whatever I had loaded upon her. What silver I have loaded upon her, what gold I had loaded upon her, what living creatures I had loaded upon her. I set up on board all my family and kin, beasts of the steppe, wild animals of the steppe, all types, just like Noah, right? Just like Noah. Of skilled craftsmen I set up on board. So Noah gets Utnapishtim gets skilled craftsmen, not just animals. Shamhash set for me the appointed time. In the morning, cakes and spates. In the evening, grains and rains. Go into your boat and caulk the door. That appointed time arrived. In the morning, cakes and spates. In the evening, grains and rains. I gazed upon the face of the storm. The weather was dreadful to behold. I went into the boat and caulked the door. To the caulker of the boat, to Punzir Amuri, the boatman, I gave over the edifice with all it contained. And now, after much waiting, here comes the flood. The flood, accompanied by thunder and a fiery glow, overwhelms the earth. The gods are terrified by its violence. What have they done? I hope nothing but the worst for you and your kind, Hypermouse. At the first glimmer of dawn, a black cloud arose above the horizon. Inside it, a Dod was thundering, while the destroying gods Shulat and Hanish went in front. Moving as an advance force over the hill and plain, Erakal tore out the mooring posts of the world. Ninurta came and made the dikes overflow. The supreme gods held torches aloft, setting the land ablaze with their glow. Adad's awesome power passed over the heavens. Whatever was light was turned into darkness. He flooded the land. He smashed it like a clay pot. For one day the storm wind blew. Swiftly it blew. The flood came forth. This is disgusting. This is not the Book of Revelations, Vicarious Jambi. This is the Epic of Gilgamesh. All we can do is pray. Swiftly it blew. It passed over the people like a battle. No one could see the next one to him. The people could not recognize one another in the downpour. The gods became frightened by the deluge. They shrank back, went up to Anu's highest heaven. The gods cowered like dogs, crouching outside. Ishtar screamed like a woman in childbirth. The sweet-voiced Belet Ili wailed aloud. What that day had come to naught. when I spoke up for evil in the assembly of the gods? How could I have spoken up for evil in the assembly of the gods and spoken up for the battle to destroy my people? It was I myself who brought my people into the world. Now, like a school of fish, they choke the sea. The supreme gods were weeping with her. The gods sat where they were, weeping. Their lips were parched, taking on a crust 6 days and 7 nights. The wind continued, the deluge and windstorm leveled the land. The 7th day arrived. The windstorm and the deluge left off their battle, which had struggled like a woman in labor. The sea grew calm, the tempest stilled, the deluge ceased. Thanks for the chicken leg, Seppi. As I mentioned, all of the gifts in this live are going to be sent to Trans Lifeline, which is a large trans-specific NGO, because this stream is being promoted by TikTok because of the queerness. You were thinking of the chicken for yesterday. I'm glad you saw that video. I don't know what I'm like. I honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. Right? Like, I want to make films for you all. I know that very clearly, and I don't actually know the most effective way to do that. The most like algorithmically effective, monetarily effective, emotionally effective way to do that. So I'm trying. Right? So I'm gonna post every day for the next month. I'm getting surgery in 4 days. So you'll see my face look like I've been like punched by 1,000 Nazis or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna look terrible. I'm gonna feel terrible. But I will be here with you because it's really important that I do that. Sometimes it's a freshly butchered chicken. What am I? I am getting FFS, Alex. I'm getting FFS in 4 days. And I told TikTok that I would talk about it this evening. So here we are, talking about FFS. Facial feminization surgery. Should we read more Gilgamesh? What do you all think? Stick to my religion and don't let people sway me ever, but people have to sway me. Otherwise, I would be dull and deaf. Yeah. Let's do more Gilgamesh. I want to finish it, which is we're going to read more Gilgamesh than I normally read. So I just want to finish it because I'm not going to be streaming. It'd be good to like finish off this period of time in this story, and then we can start a new story anew. Thank you, Juice Hoey. I appreciate that. But as you can tell, as evidenced by the composition of this stream, even though this stream is supposed to be like a Pride Month stream, right? TikTok cannot control the composition of its users. And I believe that after I get this surgery in about a month, when I'm doing events like this where TikTok says, hey, would you stream? That when people come into my room, they won't automatically be like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's a trans woman. I need to say terrible things to her. Right? That's my hope. That's the hope of the surgery, is that I can't be immediately clocked by trolls. We shall see. Although it's not going to change my teeth at all, right? Orthodontic work comes later. TikTok algorithm is so silly. Very silly. Alright, so let's continue on and hear how the flood waters recede. As the floodwaters recede, Upnapishtim can see land on the far horizon. The boat is caught on a mountain. I looked at the weather. Stillness reigned, and the whole human race had turned into clay. The landscape was flat atop a rooftop. I opened a hatch. Sunlight fell upon my face. Falling to my knees, I sat down, weeping, tears running down my face. I looked to the edges of the world, the borders of the sea. 12 times 60 double leagues, the periphery emerged. The boat had come to rest on Mount Nemush. Mount Nemush held the boat fast, not letting it move. One day, the second day, Mount Nemush held the boat fast, not letting it move. A third day. A fourth day, Mount Nemush held the boat fast, not letting it move. A fifth day, sixth day, Mount Nemush held the boat fast, not letting it move. These comments are wild. They are. Thank you, Van. I appreciate that. I really do. What does it mean to be beautiful, right? Like, this is so bizarre. Like, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when my face is different. And I'm very curious. Like, I'm actually like, this is a very interesting experiment. When I go online, and all of these strangers are here to say things about me. What will they say once my face means something else? Looks like something else. Deuteronomy 22:5. Hey, could you, rather than just, like, saying the name and number of the text, could you quote it for me? What does Deuteronomy 22:5 say? Give my life to Christ. I mean, I'm not sure he deserves my life, frankly. Like, I'm sure he's a great guy, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not sure that Jesus deserves my life. Okay, so Utnapishtim sends out 3 birds to see if land has emerged near the boat. Have you heard this story before? Right, we're talking like, what, Genesis chapter 16, something like that? Right, everybody's quoting Bible verses at me. Well, this is 2,000 years old in the Bible, but it sounds a lot like the Bible. Thanks, Ham Sandwich. I'm glad you're having a good time. So, Utnapishtim sends out 3 birds to see if land has emerged near the boat. Then he quits the boat and makes an offering to the gods, who crowd around it, famished. When the 7th day arrived, I brought out a dove and set it free. The dove went off and returned. No landing place has come to its view, so it turned back. I brought out a swallow and set it free. The swallow went off and returned. No landing place had come to its view, so it turned back. Hi.
Hi. You on the internet?
I'm streaming.
Show the internet.
Show the internet the shiitakes?
They're wine caps.
Wine caps?
Do you remember burying some old heads of wine caps behind the hoop house last year?
Yeah.
They grew.
Wow. Check out, oh my god. Check out these wine caps.
They're like overgrown, but they'll still be really
Yeah, they're
yummy.
overgrown, but we can totally eat them. Somebody took a serious bite out of that one.
Yeah, there were slugs.
There were slugs. All right, so,
Slugs.
pro tip, if mushroom has a bite out of it like this, it is more likely to be edible than not. Don't necessarily eat it. You don't want to eat some dirty-ass bruschellas.
Hold it like that.
Is it rainbow time?
No, it just looks like it has 3 eyes and a mouth.
We get to eat them for dinner. Are there more?
They're those 3.
Those 3, they're big.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you buried old bits
Yeah.
of wine cap last year.
Yeah, well, we should just do the same thing. We shouldn't cook the stems. We should just replant the stems in the new mulch place.
Because the stems are coated with spores?
No.
Like, how does that work?
The stems are wine caps. Like, they'll just keep growing.
What?
Yeah.
I was always confused why you were burying stem bits. I was like, maybe they have spores on them.
No, it's because I don't really like to eat the stem bits because they're kind of hard.
But I didn't think if you buried a stem, you would just get
if it's
things.
fresh enough, like because you just picked this like 20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
and it's wet. Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you just put the stem in the wood chips, it'll just start growing more mycelium.
Because it's not a plant, and it's not an animal.
Yeah.
It's its own fucking thing.
Yeah.
Can I swear? Does that ruin your algorithm?
It's this stream is bizarre because TikTok. So did I tell you this? TikTok asked me to do some like Pride streams for Pride Month.
No, you did not.
Um,
You want me to help you? Or no, you'll freak out.
So TikTok asked me to do this stream for Pride Month,
Yeah.
and
'Cause you're proud.
I guess so. So I'm doing it, and they're artificially promoting it. So there's like many more people in here than there are normally, and so it's full of trolls, and they're all saying transphobic nonsense. Thanks, TikTok. Like,
Oh. That's what exposure will do to you.
Yeah.
Haters.
uh-huh.
Because hate drives engagement.
Yeah, hate drives
That's
engagement.
not the world I want to live in, but that's the world
Yeah.
that social media platforms want to create.
Uh-huh. It's true.
I
And
bet you there's someone in here who's spreading love.
there's a lot of people here spreading love, but currently my most recent comments are people telling me that I need to brush my teeth, which I'm interpreting as go see an orthodontist, which I will.
Slash you have.
Yes. Don't listen to the trolls. I don't listen to them, but they do impact my life, nonetheless, because they impact who's here. Like, the more trolls are here, the more non-trolls are here, too. It's quite a thing. Yes.
Should I take those away?
Yeah, you can take... Anyway, look at these mushrooms. We're going to have them for
that
dinner.
one represents the, like, color.
Yeah.
best. They're all kind of faded.
Yeah, they're really tasty. Why am I holding mushrooms? Because they grew. and
Because you planted them.
because I planted them, because I'm a mycologist. Wait, I gave you mod power, Suppy. I totally did. You are a mod now. You can do whatever you will. Okay. So the interesting things about wine caps that's unique is that they have this veil, and the veil makes spores. It's the only genus where the veil makes spores.
Oh, so maybe that's also why. Because
Yeah.
the veil's on the stem and the stem goes in.
Yeah.
But only one of them has a veil still.
Yeah, Cody, I have a PhD in mycology. Isn't that strange? It's a little bizarre. So... I have good curls, Van. It's true. Good morning. It's not the morning where I am. Is it morning where you are? You have mod power. You do have mod power. I gave it to you. Thanks, Ethan Allen. All right, so let's continue on. So, we're reading Genesis, but it's not Genesis, it's Gilgamesh. Utnapishtim let out 3 birds. But in Genesis, it's the dove that comes back with the olive branch. But in here, it is the raven. So we'll continue on. I brought out a raven and set it free. The raven went off and saw the ebbing of the waters. It ate, it preened, it left droppings. It did not come back. I released all to the 4 directions. I brought out an offering and offered it to the 4 directions. I set up an incense offering on the summit of the mountain. I arranged 7 and 7 cult vessels. I heaped reeds, cedar, and myrtle in their bowls. The Mesopotamians sometimes spread plants and branches in order to produce an attractive odor when making offerings to the gods. You don't for some reason. TikTok, why? I'm sorry. I did give you mod privileges, but I guess it's just not working. But, you know, we can handle the trolls. Clearly we can handle the trolls. We've been doing okay. Like, the feed is a little ridiculous, but it's okay. We're doing okay. So, here's a fresco, a Mesopotamian fresco of a dove. So, let's continue on until Utnapishtim is finishing his story. We have how many pages? 2 pages? 4 pages. Okay, we're going to be reading for a while. Blatant slurs. Yeah, we've seen some blatant slurs. The Epic of Gilgamesh, Ethan Allen. That's what we're reading from. The Epic of Gilgamesh. So, also, one thing to note is I think it is possible that TikTok is only promoting this live stream for half an hour, from 5 to 5:30, and notice in the last 6 minutes we've lost, like, all of our audience, which means the trolls are probably gone. So let's continue on reading the Epic of Gilgamesh. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. I'm on the internet.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Did you see the mushrooms?
Yeah, I was out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Working with your wife.
Mm-hmm. The gods smelled the savor. The gods smelled the sweet savor. The gods crowded around the sacrifice like flies. They like it when you sacrifice. What's up? You just wanted to say hi? You want to eat my food? Okay, I love you.
I'm gonna shower and make an unsolicited visit to my crippled coworker.
Okay. Are we gonna have dinner sometime? After that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't because she never invited me over.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out for very long.
Okay. Whose resurrection chamber, Ethan Allen? Wow, look at those beavers. Beaver tail, beaver tail. Beaver tails slang. Gilgamesh's. I don't think so. Gilgamesh probably never existed. He's probably just a character. But it would have been in Iraq. That is true. So, the gods liked the sacrifice that Utnapishtim left. The mother goddess blames Enlil for the flood, saying her glittering necklace of fly-shaped beads, which may stand for the rainbow, will memorialize the human race drowned in the flood. As soon as Belet Ili arrived, she held up the great fly ornaments that Anu had made in his ardor. O gods! These shall be my lapis necklace, lest I forget. I shall be mindful of these days and not forget, not ever. The gods should come to the incense offering, but Enlil would not come to the incense offering, for he irrationally brought on the flood and marked my people for destruction. As soon as Enlil arrived, he saw the boat. Enlil flew into a rage. He was filled with the fury of the gods. Who came through alive? No man has survived the destruction. Ninurta, made ready to speak, said to the valiant Enlil, who but Ea could contrive such a thing? For Ea alone knows every artifice. Their Department of Defense reports on Gilgamesh's resurrection? Do you mean a tomb that said Gilgamesh's name on it? State Department's reporters, that's the real reason. Ethan Allen, you're spewing nonsense. You're spewing nonsense. But, you know, it's TikTok Live, so what are we going to do? We're just going to keep reading. Ea's speech urges future limits. Punish but do not kill. Diminish but do not annihilate. He suggests that in the future, less dramatic means than the flood will be used to reduce the human population. He refers to Utnapishtim as Atrahasis, his name in the independent Babylonian flood story. Enlil grants Utnapishtim and his wife eternal life, but removes them far away from the rest of the human race. Interesting. You also have an Ouroboros tattoo, Drew's Hoey. That's pretty cool. Ea made ready to speak, said to the valiant Enlil, "You, O valiant one, are the wisest of the gods. How could you irrationally have brought on the flood? Punish the wrongdoer for his wrongdoing, punish the transgressor for his transgression, but be lenient, lest he be cut off. Bear with him, lest he, instead of bringing on a flood, let the lion rise up to diminish the human race. Instead of bringing on a flood, let the wolf rise up to diminish the human race. Instead of bringing on a flood, let the famine rise up to wreak havoc in the land. Instead of bringing up a flood, let pestilence rise up to wreak havoc on the land. It was not I who disclosed the secrets of the great gods. I made Atrahasis have a dream, so he heard the secret of the gods. Now then, make some plan for him." Then Enlil came up into the boat, leading me by the hand. He brought me up too. He brought up my wife and had her kneel beside me. He touched our brows, stood between us to bless us. "Hitherto Utnapishtim has been a human being. Now Utnapishtim and his wife shall become like us gods. Utnapishtim shall dwell far distant at the source of the rivers." Thus it was that they took me far distant and had me dwell at the source of the rivers. Now then, who will convene the gods for your sake, that you may find the eternal life you seek? Come, come, try not to sleep for 6 days and 7 nights. So Utnapishtim says, I survived the flood, and that is why I have immortality, but it's not something you should want. Do you want to see the destruction of the entire human race and have immortality gifted to you as your reward? No, Gilgamesh, I don't think so. So, how does Gilgamesh respond? How does he respond? Utnapishtim has challenged Gilgamesh to go without sleep for a week. If he fails this test, how could he expect to live forever? Even as he speaks, Gilgamesh drifts off to sleep. Thus passes from the scene the all-night rowdy of Tablet 1. We're going to keep reading. As he sat there on his haunches, sleep was swirling over him like a mist. Utnapishtim said to her, to his wife, "Behold this fellow who seeks eternal life. Sleep swirls over him like a mist." Utnapishtim's wife, taking pity on Gilgamesh, urges her husband to awaken him and let him go home. Utnapishtim insists on a proof of how long he slept, lest Gilgamesh claim that he had only dozed. She is to bake him fresh bread every day and set it beside him, marking on the wall the day. The bread spoils progressively as Gilgamesh sleeps for 7 days. His wife said to him, to Utnapishtim, the distant one, "Do touch him, that the man may wake up, that he may return safe on the way whence he came, that through the gate he came forth he may return to this land." And Utnapishtim said to her, to his wife, "Since the human race, hey gay love, how are you? Since the human race is duplicitous, he'll endeavor to dupe you. Come, come, bake his daily loaves, put them one after another by his head, then mark the wall for each day he has slept." She baked his daily loaves for him, put them one after another by his head. We are reading the Epic of Gilgamesh, gay love. And there's a decent amount of gay love in the Epic of Gilgamesh. Did you know? Enkidu and Gilgamesh, they love each other very much. She baked his daily loaves for him, put them one after one other by his head, then dated the wall for each day that he slept. The first loaf was dried hard, the second was leathery, the third soggy, the crust of the fourth turned white, the fifth was grey with mold, the sixth was fresh, the seventh was still on the cold when he touched him, and the man woke up. "What's up, Hunter? How are you?" I am indeed. Continue to walk with the light and do your own thing. I'll see you later, laddie. Landy Wandy. What a group of humans. I don't think you can post links, Ethan Allen. If you really want to continue this conversation about Gilgamesh's tomb, you can check out the link in my bio, and join my Discord server, and you can post the link there. But I'm pretty sure that TikTok censors any links post directly into live. And also, I can't click on them right now because I'm performing. But if you want, like, I will pay attention to this if you're really earnest about it. But you need to check out the link in my bio, join the Discord server, and post it there so I can look at it after I'm offline. Okay. Sounds like Ethan Allen's gonna do it. Gilgamesh wakes at last. Claiming at first that he has scarcely dozed a moment, he sees the bread and realizes that he has slept for the entire time he was supposed to remain awake for the test. He gives up in despair. What course is left to him? Utnapishtim does not answer directly, but orders the boatman to take him home. Further, the boatman himself is never to return. Thus, access to Utnapishtim is denied to the human race forever. Gilgamesh is bathed and given clothing that will stay magically fresh until his return to Uruk. Gilgamesh said to him, to Utnapishtim, the distant one, "Scarcely had sleep stolen over me when straightway you touched me and roused me." Utnapishtim said to him, to Gilgamesh, "Up with you, Gilgamesh, count your daily loaves, that the days you have slept may be known to you. The first loaf is dried hard, the second is leathery, the third soggy, the crust of the fourth is turned white, the fifth is gray with mold, the sixth is fresh, the seventh is still in the coals when I touched you and you woke up." Gilgamesh said to him, to Utnapishtim, the distant one, "What then should I do, Utnapishtim? Whither should I go? Now that the bereaver has seized my flesh, death lurks in my bedchamber, and wherever I turn, there is death." Gilgamesh is afraid of dying. And Utnapishtim said to him, to Urshanabi, the boatman, "Urshanabi, may the harbor offer you no haven. May the crossing point reject you. Be banished from the shore you shuttled to. The man you brought here, his body is matted with filthy hair. Hides have marred the beauty of his flesh. Take him away, Urshanabi. Bring him to the washing place. Have him wash out his filthy hair with water, clean as snow. Have him throw away his hides. Let the sea carry them off. Let his body be rinsed clean. Let his headband be new. Have him put on raiment worthy of him until he reaches his city, until he completes his journey. Let his garments stay spotless, fresh, and new." All right, magical garments. Urshanabi took him away and brought him to the washing place. He washed out his filthy hair with water, clean as snow. He threw away his hides. The sea he carried them off. His body was rinsed clean. He renewed his headband. He put on the raiment worthy of him. Until he reached his city, until he completed his journey, his garments would stay spotless, fresh, and new. And now we're on the final pages of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh and Urshanabi embark on their journey to Uruk. As they push off from the shore, Utnapishtim wife intervenes, asking her husband to give the hero something to show for his quest. Gilgamesh brings the boat back to the shore and waits expectantly. Utnapishtim tells him of a plant of rejuvenation. Gilgamesh dives for the plant by opening a shaft through the earth's surface to the water below. He ties stones to his feet, a technique used in the traditional pearl diving of the Gulf. When he comes up from securing the plant, he is on the opposite side of the ocean where he started from. One final quest for Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh and Urshanabi embarked on the boat. They launched the boat. They embarked upon it. His wife said to him, to Utnapishtim, the distant one, "Gilgamesh has come here, spent with exertion. What will you give him for his homeward journey?" And he, Gilgamesh, lifted the pole, bringing the boat back by the shore. Utnapishtim said to him, to Gilgamesh, "Gilgamesh, you have come here, spent with exertion. What shall I give you for the homeward journey? I will reveal to you, O Gilgamesh, a secret matter, and a mystery of the gods I will tell you. There is a certain plant. Its stem is like a thorn bush. Its thorns, like a wild rose, will prick you, your hand. If you can secure this plant... ... No sooner had Gilgamesh heard this, he opened a shaft, flung away his tools. He tied heavy stones to his feet. They pulled him down into the watery depths. He took the plant through and pricked his hand. He cut the heavy stones from his feet. The sea cast him up on his home shore. What happened? Did he get the plant? Gilgamesh resolves to take the plant to Uruk to experiment on an old man. When Gilgamesh is bathing on the homeward journey, a snake eats the plant and rejuvenates itself by shedding its skin. Gilgamesh gives up. Immense quantities of water had flooded up through the shaft he dug and covered the place. He has left behind his tools, so cannot dig another shaft. He has also lost the boat, so there is no going back. There is no going back. Gilgamesh said to him, to Urshanabi, the boatman, "Urshanabi, this plant is cure for heartache, whereby a man will regain his stamina. I will take it to ramparted Uruk. I will have an old man eat some, so to test the plant. He shall be named, Old Man Has Become Young Again Man. I myself will eat it, and so return to my carefree youth." At 20 double leagues, they took a bite to eat. At 30 double leagues, they made their camp. Gilgamesh saw a pond whose water was cool. He went down into it to bathe in the water. A snake caught the scent of the plant. Stealthily, it came up and carried the plant away. On its way back, it shed its skin. How enigmatic. Wild. Thereupon, Gilgamesh sat down weeping. His tears flowed down his face. He said to Urshanabi the boatman, "For whom, Urshanabi, have my hands been toiling? For whom has my heart's blood been poured out? For myself I have obtained no benefit. I have done a good deed for a reptile. Now flood waters rise against me for 20 double leagues. When I opened the shaft, I flung away the tools. How shall I find my bearings? I have come too far to go back, and I abandoned the boat on the shore." And here is the end. Upon completing his journey, Gilgamesh invites Urshanabi to inspect the walls of Uruk, using the same words as used by the narrator in Tablet 1. At 20 double leagues, they took a bite to eat. At 30 double leagues, they made their camp. When they arrived in the ramparted Uruk, Gilgamesh said to him, to Urshanabi, the boatman, "Thanks, Sylvia. Go up, Urshanabi. Pace out the walls of Uruk. Study the foundation terrace and examine the brickwork. Is it not its masonry of kiln-fired brick? And did not 7 masters lay its foundation? 1 square mile of city, 1 square mile of gardens, 1 square mile of clay pits, half a square mile of Ishtar's dwelling, 3.5 square miles is the measure of Uruk." And with that, the Epic of Gilgamesh is over. And we may continue reading another time, not today. The Sumerian Gilgamesh poems. Oh yeah, there's plenty more here. There's many more stories. Gilgamesh and Hua, Gilgamesh and the Bull of Heaven. Alright, so we'll keep reading. But, not until after my surgery. So, thanks for joining me. Do I think it's okay for Pride Month to be pushed onto children? Do you think it's okay for TikTok corporate staff to ask me to go on live for Pride Month and to promote the stream to a bunch of trolls? They're going to ask me transphobic questions and tell me insulting things about my face? I wonder. Yeah, I've missed the morning chanting too, Omar. I haven't been streaming in the morning because I've been unwell, but this was really nice. I enjoyed hanging out with you. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. And, hi, Yaniv Court. I'm complicated, Yanaf. I'm very complicated. But the TikTok promotion is done. So the event is completed. And I will see you again here tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern Time. We all are complicated. It's true. And what is that emoji of? A woman with her head being scratched? Skull. Yes, I will see you here tomorrow before my face gets peeled off my skull. No answer. Yes, it is okay for children to be watching queer people on the internet. It's completely okay. And I will see you here tomorrow. Hi, dog. And we'll talk more about surgery and pride and queerness and all the rest. And that's the last you'll be seeing me before the surgery. Why am I getting surgery? Because I have intense gender dysphoria. And when I go on the internet, a bunch of trolls come and insult me, and I don't like it, and I want to change it. And so surgery's going to change it. Thanks, Omar. Yeah, I will still be posting TikTok videos, but I won't be streaming until August. After tomorrow, I won't be streaming until August. So, taking a little bit of a hiatus. But I will see you again soon, okay? Wait. Makes me happy too, Suppy. Facial feminization surgery, gay love. You've been here all stream. I've mentioned this like 12 times. Have a great night, Pamela. It was great to see you. I'm glad that I was able to touch base with you. It's really important. If you liked this stream, you want to see more like it, check out my bio. You can join the Discord server to be notified when I stream next. I will be streaming here again in about 24 hours. Thank you, Yanaf. I appreciate that. And, yeah. I hope I sleep well tonight, too. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jane. I will see you tomorrow. Say all these words again. Farewell.